Previously on DreamTeam.
You belong at Harchester, but if you're not prepared to fight for this, then let's just forget it.
Our daughter's fighting for her life now, and you're with your lover.
Thank you, for being around.
Man.
This is like beating Liverpool all over again.
You are for real.
Will you marry me?
Yeah, of course I will.
Yeah. Yes, I know the transfer window closes midnight Monday. Yeah. Look, let's speak about this at the club later, eh? Alright. Bye. Ow. Ah.
Rachel, what's up? It's not Gemma, is it? Well, couldn't it wait until later? No. It's probably for the best if you carry on staying at the Grange. Yeah, well, I actually agree. I don't want to see you at the hospital either. Rachel, I've got to go. Bye.
Oh, I was just, you left it in my car that night, so... How are you? Okay?
Yeah, fine. You?
Yeah, great. And, after what happened the other night, you and I were...
Yeah, fine.
So how's Gemma?
Same.
Right, well, I better go.
Hey, Jimmy. How's Gemma?
Same. Yeah. Can't remember the last time you were early for a meeting, Tony. Yes, I can. Just before the last transfer window closed.
Yeah, well, if you snooze, you lose. Hey. Sean Campbell's a great prospect. He can do for you what Sidwell's done for Reading. Plus, he's young, lightning pace.
3.5 million, though. We just haven't got the money in the kitty, Tony.
There is another option. Steve Tilson would sell Sean cheaper if a Harchester player was part of the deal.
Who would he have in mind?
Sully.
Sully. And why would Sully want to join Southend?
My problem. I just need to know you're happy to let him go. Thought you would be. I'll set the wheels in motion.
Listen, before you go, Jason Porter. I'm putting him on loan to MK Dons. Martin Allen's an old mate of mine, and I'm sure he'll jump at the chance for Jason to play for him.
Jason's in the squad. He's breaking through. I don't understand.
Squad's one thing. Regular matches is another.
Does Jason know he's going?
Hey, look, if we pull that out against Pompey, mate, we'll be laughing. Well done. Hey, Becky, great ball, mate!
You missed a great party the other night. What happened to you?
Got a cab home, mate, and crashed out.
On your own. It's not like you. So, do you think your missus could ever forgive you for a one-night stand?
What?
After studs, I met this girl and we ended up, well, you know. If Katie ever found out,
How's she gonna do that?
I don't know. Women just do, don't they?
Only when men grass themselves up because they can't deal with the guilt. Did she get any photos on her phone? That's what you got to watch out for these days. Listen, I'll put out some feelers. If it's gonna go out, it'll be this Sunday in the tabloids. Good, you're still here. Can I see you in my office?
You don't think?
No, the papers contact you, not the gaffer.
Sweet mate.
You've been coming along well.
Cheers, boss.
Problem is, Jason, you're not getting the match experience you need. Which is why I've decided to put you on loan to MK Dons. It's the right career move. There's plenty of games, your fitness level will improve.
You can't. I'm a Harchester player. I'm a dragon till I die, boss.
Look, the club will subsidise your wages. You'll be on the same as you are now.
I've just got engaged.
Football now, and with the January transfer deadline fast approaching, there's been a flurry of activity and speculation this morning.
Harchester look to be winning the race to secure the signature of Championship star Sean Campbell. The deal, which would see former Dragons captain Danny Sullivan going to Southend, is as yet unconfirmed.
We'll update you on that as soon as we have any further information. Now, Chelsea and Manchester.
Hey,
Hi, babe.
I just saw Sky.
Oh, Jimmy didn't even want the boys to know.
Well, I did say it was unconfirmed.
Typical. Bet it was already arranged.
How does he feel about it?
Didn't seem that bothered. Told me it was for the best.
Really? But not playing in the Premiership?
Well, don't rub it in.
Why are you getting so upset?
Because League 2 football's not exactly the same as the Premiership, is it?
Hang on, I thought Southend was a Championship side.
Southend.
The Sky report said that Sully is going to Southend and Sean Campbell's coming to Harchester.
I thought you meant I was on Sky.
You? Why?
What a great way to find out, eh?
I'll call you back. It's nothing to do with me, Danny. Southend must have leaked it, or Tony.
Oh, so it's true then? Look, I know we ain't always seen eye to eye, but I thought we've been getting on right lately. The thing is, I could just about understand if it was part of a deal with some Premiership club, but to replace me with some inexperienced kid.
It's nothing personal.
It's nothing personal. You know how much this club means to me.
All right. I must have missed that when you were ready to go to Fulham.
Me and Amy, look, we've been through some difficult times lately, but we're back on track. Look, the situation is different now.
What's to say things won't be different again tomorrow? I mean, 1 minute you want to stay, the next minute you want to go.
No, look, I want to stay. Look, I want to finish my career here. Please, come on. Come on, you know Harchester needs me.
No, Danny. You need Harchester. It's never a good idea to let your personal life interfere with your professional one. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe I could get the fans on side. You've got some great press contacts, and maybe you could help.
Risk my job. Well, that's one way of making sure we stay together, I suppose. Getting me the sack.
Look, I'm not asking you to do anything. Just give me some contacts.
No. Look, babe, it wouldn't change anything. It's not the way the business works.
Oh, yeah, and you'd know, wouldn't you, with all your years in the game? There's Terry Harrison over there. Maybe you should talk to him. He'd understand. He's even more Harchester than I am.
Babe, that's not a good idea.
Have you got a better one? Excuse me, Mr. Harrison. sorry to interrupt. I just wondered if you heard about Jimmy Craig selling me to Southend. Part of some deal with this kid, Sean Campbell.
No, Danny, I hadn't. I'm not altogether sure that...
There's got to be something you can do.
One of the first rules of running any kind of business is to support the decisions of one's line managers.
Well, even when they're obviously wrong. I've given my life to this football club. Almost literally. So please don't make me leave it.
OK, Danny. Leave it with me. I'll see what I can do.
Great. Thank you. Terry's going to sort it.
I didn't realise it was that good.
You said Sully was a workhorse. You're looking at a racehorse with a £3.5 million price tag.
That much?
With Sully, it will drop by £1 million. We're still finalising things, but I can tell you this. Southend, they really want him. They need the experience. It's actually a good move for Sully.
He didn't seem to think so.
Oh, that's just a mixture of pride and personal reasons. Anyway, Sully's not my main concern here, Harchester is.
Of course.
Sully's value's only going to go down, whereas Sean Campbell...
We're singing from the same hymn sheet, James. Let me know when you finalise the deal.
Jimmy's made his mind up. There's nothing I could do. It's almost as if you'd done something to upset him personally.
No, it's nothing like that. He's just having a rough time of it, that's all. What with Gemma and that?
Still, it's no excuse to treat you like a piece of meat. Suddenly we've got to up sticks and move to Milton Keynes. So unfair.
Still playing football, I suppose. Nature of the beast, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're devoted to Harchester. That's how you got to play in the first place.
Just need to sort out the nuts and bolts.
Thanks for seeing me.
You said it was important. You're the girlfriend of one of my players.
Fiancé. I might be wrong, but I've got a feeling that your decision to put Jason on loan has something to do with what happened at the hospital. And after. I want you to know that I won't breathe a word about what I saw. Well, as for what happened when I dropped you home, I'm putting that down to you being tired and emotional.
Finished?
Yeah.
Your boyfriend needs match experience. His fitness level needs to improve. That won't happen here.
I know, but...
All the other stuff is irrelevant. Personal factors do not influence any of my decisions. It's all about what's best for the club and the player.
Right, so what happened the other night has nothing to do with why you're putting Jason on loan.
What happened the other night is already forgotten. This meeting is already forgotten. In fact, let's just pretend it never even happened. Now I've got a club to run and a transfer window to beat. So if you wouldn't mind.
Sally, it's Tony. I've been waiting here for over 20 minutes now. Steve Tilson's on the verge of going back to Southend. Where the hell are you?
This whole training complex is brand new this year. Doesn't come cheap, but it's worth every penny.
Bit like me, eh?
Yeah. Give me a minute, will you, Sean? There's something I've got to sort out. Sully! Get over here! What do you think you're playing at? You're supposed to be meeting Steve Tilson over half an hour ago.
What? The deal's off. I spoke to Terry Harrison yesterday.
No! I decide who stays and who goes at this club. Now, you get over to that stadium and you apologise to Steve Tilson for keeping him waiting. Well, go on, then!
Yes, mate. Sean Campbell.
Here he is. Better late than never. Danny Sullivan, Steve Tilson.
Right, Dan.
Right, Steve, how you doing? I was just saying to Steve we can thrash the deal out later. I thought the best use of what time we had left is for you two to get to know each other. Make sure everyone sees eye to eye.
Look, Dan, I don't know what's happened this year, but I'd love to bring you to the football club.
Steve's got big plans to build the side around you. He thinks you can help Southend get back up the table.
We're a young side, Dan, and I need your experience in midfield. And if your performances are up to scratch, you'll be playing week in, week out.
Every player gets to this point in their career, Sally. Not every player gets a chance like this.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Jace, put some feelers out. You're safe.
Cheers, mate. I owe you one.
Cool. Just be careful next time, yeah?
Next time. So what's happening then?
Doesn't look like I've got much choice.
At least you've been playing football, Danny. Southend's a decent team. Promoted twice in 2 years. Who knows? It could be in the Premiership in a couple of years' time.
I'm 30, mate. I think it might be all over for me by then. But that's just how it is, eh?
The Dons are playing Shrewsbury next week and might want you to start. Be good to get a full 90 minutes, eh?
Yeah, it will.
Hey.
Hello. It's a nice surprise. We'll have to get engaged more often.
Yeah, I heard congratulations are in order. Listen up, better be off. I'll see you later.
Penny for them.
You get change. In fact, I should pay you.
Hey, what kind of a girl do you think I am?
Sorry,
I'm only teasing.
bit slow up. I got a lot on my mind.
Oh, same again?
Yeah, please.
Tyson onside this time. Has he got the pace? Still Darren Tyson. He's done it. Another goal for Darren Tyson. And the man who's been a long, loyal servant.
How was the meeting with Steve Tilson?
Yeah, he was a really nice guy. Really easy to get on with. He says I'm respected at Southend. Admired even. And I haven't felt like that at Harchester for a while.
Well, that's good.
Plans to build his team round me. And what with the loyalty bonus and signing on fee, stand to make a fair few quid out of it.
It sounds like the best thing to happen to you in a long time, babe.
Oh, it is. But I still don't want to go. Babe, this is going to put such a strain on us. And let's face it, we haven't been at our strongest lately, have we?
Look, whatever happens, we'll make this work. I promise.
Cheers, man. Thanks a lot. Madam? I love you.
You too.
It's Jimmy. Gaffer. Didn't expect to see you here.
I wouldn't usually. I thought I'd, well, I was going to go.
We haven't finished your drink. Why don't you join us?
Jimmy might have other plans, Jace.
No, he's probably just worried I'm going to chew his ear off about putting me on loan. I promise I won't. Excuse me. Could you get me another chair when you're ready? Thank you. After you, Jim. Listen, Gaffer, I just want to apologise for the way I reacted when you told me about going on loan. I know you have my best interests at heart.
Yeah, well, it's the best way to develop your skills.
Yeah, and I'm grateful. I really am, not just for this, but for everything you've done for me. Us, since you got here. I just want to let you know, I'm not going to let you down. Excuse me.
He trusts you, you know. 100%. Which makes what you're doing to him so unfair.
Katie, how many more times do I have to tell you?
Don't lie to me. I know why you're sending us away, but there's nothing I can do about it.
All right. I settled the bill.
You shouldn't have. I would have got it.
It's the least I can do. Can I offer you a lift home or something?
No, I'm fine. I'm going to have a nightcap.
Drinking the night before a game. No wonder he didn't want the team to stay here.
I've got a lot on my mind.
Yeah, of course. Well, thanks again, Gaffer. Cheers, Gaffer. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what a game we've got in prospect. We're off to the Dragon's Lair to see Harchester United play Pompey, two teams who have had a fabulous start to the season. But it looks as though, Andy, Harry Redknapp may have the quieter January in the transfer window.
Yeah, who'd have believed that? Harry does like to spend a bob or two, but I think, to be honest, Richard, he's going to be pretty happy with his squad, and I don't think Harry will be looking to change too much.
But in stark contrast, you cannot stop the rumours coming out of Harchester United, can you?
No, that's right, Richard. Daniel Sullivan looks set to go to Southend, and that would see Championship star Sean Campbell moving in the opposite direction. Looking at it, I think it's a pretty good deal for both clubs.
Yeah, the way I really fit, has it? You know, it's like you see it.
Just came to wish you ladies good luck. Cheers, Dan. Have a good one.
Sully?
Right, lads, listen up. Portsmouth are definitely going to start with a 4-5-1, so remember what we said. Gavin and Bradley need to tuck in when the ball's not on their side, so we don't get outnumbered in midfield, yeah?
The Harchester side, Geraint Thomas is the latest to partner skipper Mackay, but Sean Campbell is eyeing that spot if, as expected, his proposed move from Southend goes through.
What are you doing here?
Same as you, watching the game. You know, it's a good job I've got Sky Sports News. Bucket and spade packed, are they?
No surprise that the full house signs are up again at the Dragon's Lair. An eagerly awaited Premiership match between two clubs have enjoyed a tremendous season so far. And Liam Mackay looking to be the driving force in the Harchester midfield once again, as they look to cement their third place in the table, a position that opponents Portsmouth, of course, have already occupied this season. Here's Pamaro for Pompey. Through to Benjani. A bit of room in which Benjani can turn into, met by Geraint Thomas. He'll stay down after that knock. And the Harchester bench, Steve Kramer there, telling Mark Clattenburg, the referee, that he wasn't happy about the challenge. And Simon Shakeshaft says, the Harchester physio, that Geraint Thomas cannot continue. And Jimmy Craig's going to have to make a switch here, and it's a more than interesting one. Jason Porter is coming on. It's only Porter's second opportunity to shine from the bench, having played against Charlton. Jimmy Craig looks towards the heavens and hopes for the best. Ball played forward, it's a good one, and Porter straight into the action. Great chance to score! Denied by the legs of David James. Well, that could have been a dream entrance for Porter. Harchester just about edged this first half as we approach half-time, but Steve Kramer wanting more. Mark Clattenburg, let's have a look at his watch. There is the half-time whistle. David James making the one significant save at the half to deny Jason Porter what would have been his first goal in Harchester colours. 0-0 at the break.
I want to introduce you to some of our sponsors. Sean Campbell,
good.
And you enjoy
So, when were you going to tell me about the move to Southend? I had to hear it on the news.
Well, welcome to my world. So did I.
Honestly, but you would.
How are you two?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm pleased. You're lucky to find someone like her. She's obviously more forgiving than most of us. Look, I'm not going to cause a scene. Needless to say, the kids and I won't be moving to Southend. You'll buy us a house around London. A decent area.
Will I?
Well, if not, I'll have to take the kids and go and live with my mum.
Plymouth.
It's only 6 or 7 hours drive from Southend. Contact a few estate agents, shall I?
Honestly, but you would.
The very man. Ready to get this deal signed and sealed? Deadline's midnight tomorrow.
Well, I haven't said yes yet, have I?
Unless you want to roll on your reserves here, we both know you're going Southend.
Excuse me. Hello. I'm a reporter for Harchester.net. I do the weekly podcast. I just wondered if I could arrange an interview with you. You know, talk about your move and that. If you want, I'm free.
Well, how about now? You got your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
No goals so far between Harchester United and Portsmouth. Mark Clattenburg gets the second half underway. Harchester looking for another 3 points. Harry Redknapp knows just how good Harchester's home record has been under Jimmy Craig this season. And they're moving forward sweetly here. This is Jason Porter. Duke's made a great run from the back. And Porter might use him, he does. Here's Duke. And Mackay's header! So close to make it 1-0. The Harchester United captain, Jason Porter, played a full part.
Well, that's it. It's just all about money. We're just a commodity. But how can you apply things like loyalty and passion to a commodity?
Right. And who do you think is responsible for treating players as a commodity?
Managers, agents, all they think about is money. They're the ones forcing me to leave the best damn club in the whole world. A club I nearly died serving.
Damien Evans, Liam Mackay, good possession here for Harchester. Gavin Moody in behind that Poppy defence. It's Jason Porter, goal for Porter! What a moment for Jason Porter. Jimmy Craig's decision to send him on vindicated.
I just can't believe that Harchester would treat such a loyal player so badly.
Well, there's a lot the fans don't know about. Well, I could tell you a few.
Sully, I've been looking for you everywhere.
Well, I've just been doing an interview with Harchester.net. It's all right, he's a good lad, proper fan.
Well, to tell you the truth, I just finished a journalism course. I need all the experience I can get. I know a lot about the club now, though.
Well, really, any interview should be authorised by me.
Great, now even you're making me feel like I'm not welcome.
Don't worry about it, man. I'm finished anyway. Cheers, take care.
Anytime.
Harchester still leading through that Jason Porter goal. Here's Gavin Moody getting some joy down the left. Harchester finding Porter again, and David James with the save. But once again, that combination of Moody and Porter causing problems for Portsmouth. Well, Alex O'Meara's had so little to do in this second half. If you look at the watch from Jimmy Craig, Gary O'Neill with the Portsmouth free kick. They need something now, very little time left. It's Matthew Taylor. That looked goal bound, but it was comfortably blocked in the end. And Mark Clattenburg blows the full-time whistle. Jason Porter, the match winner for Harchester United. Another 3 points for Jimmy Craig. What a season this is turning into.
I could see it coming last training session, everything fell into place. I know, man, it's like someone else is taking on my body or something, it's weird.
And it should be weird more often, my friend.
Mate, that game's going to change your career. You think? Promise you. Oh, yes!
Hey, different gear, son. Different gear.
Cheers, Tyson.
Hey, you are a true hombre now, yeah?
That wasn't just that one-off for adrenaline with Jason today. Someone's clicked his position in the way track back. What's your point, man?
Right, just saying the kid's always had raw talent, it just needed moulding. He's got something special, Gaffer. Good for him.
Jimmy, congratulations, great game. Jason Porter was sensational. If he keeps playing like that every week, we'll be laughing all the way into Europe.
I've already arranged to put Jason on loan to MK Dons.
Well, obviously, you're going to unarrange it after today's performance.
Terry, it was just one game. He needs first team experience.
Well, you can get that here.
No, I just don't see him as a regular first team player.
You're joking, right?
Do I look like a comedian?
I don't know, but you are talking like one. Are you mad? Not only has the lad got class, but he has huge PR potential, which puts money in the coffers.
I thought you said you'd back my decisions. Jason goes.
I said I'd back your sunshine, but you've overstepped the mark. Just remember who pays your wages.
Couldn't keep away, eh? Was it my gorgeous face, fantastic figure, or dazzling personality? It's like you need a double.
Must come in useful.
What?
Being telepathic. But you don't know what I'm thinking now.
Same again?
Spot on.
Look, all I'm saying is you should have spoken to me first.
I asked you to give me some press contacts, but you didn't want to help. So I went and got some on my own. What is the matter with that?
Because if you've said something that shows this club in a bad light, then it reflects on me.
Look, I'll take the blame.
Oh, well, that's sorted then.
Babe, look, don't be like this. I only did it for us. Look, if I can just get the fans on side.
What? For God's sake, Danny, I've already told you this can't be about us. I just hope you haven't said something you're going to live to regret. Sorry, that we'll live to regret. Come on.
I was just wondering.
Don't say it.
What?
If I want a slow, comfortable screw or a screaming orgasm.
Blimey, you are telepathic.
It's nothing to do with telepathy. I hear the same cheesy lines here every night. And you don't seem like the kind of bloke who needs cheesy lines.
I was thinking about getting a room, actually.
What's wrong?
I can't do this.
Why not?
I'm sorry. Take this.
Do you think I am?
Oh, God, no. I meant for a cab.
I told you, I don't take money.
Look, it's not you, I promise.
I know it's not me. So what is this? Midlife crisis? Trying to prove something? Pulling a young girl? You know, I've met men like you before. Convince themselves that they're focused, but they can't open up to anyone. Yeah, well, the wives always leave them, and the family turns against them. Successful, but destined to be on their own. Sad, really.
We're just a commodity. All that managers and agents see are pound signs. I don't want to go to Southend. I'm being forced to leave.
Look, I don't think that's what I said word for word.
For God's sake, Danny! 1 minute you're setting fire to banknotes, and now you're mouthing off to some reporter. Do you never learn? Jimmy again? See? This is exactly why it should have gone through me. Now do you understand? Guess who? I'm going to have to take it.
Well, I'm not here.
Jimmy!
He's one of the club's heroes and they're treating him like dirt. Well, that's from a Harchester fan, and judging by the number of texts and emails we're getting all morning.
Can't believe Sully said some of this.
Have you read what they're saying about you, though?
Only about 10 times.
It's fantastic. Surely Jimmy can't get rid of you now.
Have you heard the radio? The phone lines on Harchester 104 are jammed with fans supporting him. The interview's done exactly what he wanted.
Tilson's been calling every 5 minutes. But I'm not going to talk to him till I've finished here.
I've already had the pleasure. And he's not happy.
This is a disaster. Terry's not going to part with 3.5 for Sean.
Always pays to have a card up your sleeve. I got sent these a while back. Seems like Sully tried to shaft me while I was trying to pull off the Fulham deal. It's him talking with another agent. New York Red Bulls. Lure of the greenback. Now, it strikes me if the press got hold of these, Sully won't be the fans' favourite for long. And without the fans on his side, well, it's up to you what you do to those photos.
At the moment, the move to Southend has pretty much fallen through. To save it, we have to claim that Sully was completely misquoted and we're considering legal action against the reporter.
But we can't.
I know we can't, Amy, because your idiot boyfriend did say those things, didn't he? If I'm going to sue anyone, it's going to be him. You know, in fact, I probably will. He's obviously done this to get the fans on his side, but you know what? Somehow, I don't think the fans are going to love him that much when they see these. Now, you issue those pictures to the papers and let's show the fans how loyal Sully really is.
But it'll destroy him.
Now, you do it, Amy, or I'll get someone who will.
How could you? All this talk about me being in Harchester and you in Southend. What was the plan here then, eh? Commute from New York to see me?
No, of course not.
Or did you have some other stunt plan so I'd lose my job and follow you to America?
Look, these were from before, and they came to me. Look, I only met this guy because of us. It was after the last time I screwed up. The thought of seeing you every day, and not being able to hold you, watching you getting on with your life, maybe with someone else, it would have destroyed me.
This was an escape?
You don't honestly think I wanted to go to America, do you? What, and be away from my kids for 6 months of the year? My family, my friends, Harchester. Yes, it was an escape. But baby, look, I love you so much. Look, the way I saw it was, even if it meant leaving everything behind, I wasn't going to hang around and have a life here without you.
Jimmy wants me to issue those to the press. So the fans can see you're not loyal.
Well, then you're just going to have to do it.
If I don't, he's going to sack me. But I can't.
Maybe. I can't blame Jimmy for this one. Look, I started this, so I should be the one to finish. All right?
Come in. You've got balls. I'll give you that.
I'm here to put things right. I'd like to officially apologise in the press to both you and Southend about everything I said in that interview. Amy suggested we say some things we're taking out of context, you know, put a bit of spin on it. You know, keep Southend happy. You know, she's good at her job.
I know.
And then, providing the Southend deal can be salvaged, I'll go. As long as, initially, it can be on loan. And that's not for me. That's so Kim can stay at the Barons until I get something sorted. And so that I'm financially stable enough to look after Amy too.
And the pictures?
Well, that's up to you. If you want Amy to take them to the papers, she will. I'll take the flak. But it might just put Steve Tilson off wanting to sign me.
I almost ruined someone's life today because they were happy. I thought if I'm hurting, why shouldn't everyone else be? Maybe that barmaid was right. Your mother and me, we were never like Jason and Katie. We were never that affectionate. Oh, baby. I just want you back. I just want you
back. Come in, Gaff. Want a cup of tea or something?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Look, I can't stop. I just want to apologise for making some questionable decisions recently.
You haven't got to say nothing, Gaffer.
Hear me out, Jace. I jumped the gun putting you on loan. And I'm sorry for any upset that I've caused you both. I've no excuse. Anyway, I'm here to tell you that in the interest of both you and the club, I've reconsidered and I want you to stay at Harchester.
Thank you so much, Gaffer. Thanks for baby, baby. Oh yes.
End of an era, lads. Well, for me anyway.
I'll have to go for a bevy once you're settled. Yeah, nightlife's all right in Southend.
Gonna miss you, man. Won't be the same. Suppose we will have to move on one day, though. Hey. I'm sure you'll bring Southend to the Premiership, no? Then we'll see you at least twice a year.
It really won't be the same out here.
Well, if I didn't have to go...
Yeah, I know. We've been through a lot, haven't we?
You can say that again.
You know if there's ever anything at all?
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Okay.
Waka. Just promise me one thing. You'll win the Premiership. Not just for me, but the others.
Consider it done. Remember, I dreamt it.
Leave me out with the waste. This is not what I do. It's the wrong kind of place to be thinking of you. It's the wrong time for somebody new. It's a small cry, and I got no excuse.
Just came for one last look.
Well, it's best the press don't see you, though, eh? Don't want them asking any more awkward questions. Just give it a few days, let it settle and blow over.
From a dragon to a shrimper.
You okay?
Hey, John,
Sorry, I've got to go. I'll see you at the flat later.
Wrong time. She's pulling me through. It's a small crime, and I got no excuse. And is that all right? Yeah.
Coming soon on DreamTeam.
Welcome to Harchester.
Thanks, Liam. Nice work there, Haggis.
Yeah. How's the Haggis thing, though, eh?
Whatever.
Liam will do fine.
Sure, no problem.
Haggis? I'm the captain, for God's sake. Who do you think is calling me Haggis?
Yes, you can buy me drinks all night. Yes, I'm up for some fun. Just yes.
Tell you! Come on, then.
Next tonight, Jack's multitasking skills really come into play. A double episode of 24 takes over Sky 1 in a minute. Get comfortable, it's bound to be a bumpy ride. So if you can't handle it, head over to Sky 3 for a light-hearted happy hour in Europe with Dom Jolly.